Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Cabell Midland Christmas Classic. It's championship night here in Ona as the Cabell Midland Knights and Riverside Warriors square off in the title game of this early season showcase. The first year they've done it here at the Castle, and this may be only the third game of the season for both teams, but there's already plenty to like on the floor tonight. Two programs with promising young talent led by up-and-coming head coaches, and they're getting an early chance to measure themselves in the championship setting. Both teams won a game to get here. Those games happened last night, and this is a great opportunity to build some momentum, test some rotations, and see who is ready to step into a bigger role as the season unfolds in the early stages. Cabell Midland Riverside, the Christmas Classic Championship, is up next right here on the Kindred Digital Sports Network.
K&B Pest Control, Barbersville Convention and Visitors Bureau, Partners Insurance, Putnam County Bank, Wendy's, and the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group are proud supporters of Cabell Midland Athletics.
Become a member of LIUNA and train to become a union construction worker.
I was greener than green coming into this. The trainers were amazing, and I told them, I don't know what I'm doing. And they were just super great about taking it slow and making sure I understood everything and got the book work before we did the hands-on so I could do the hands-on safely. It's going great. I got to get paid to do something that I enjoyed doing. I got to work with my hands and learn all kinds of new things. If you can be in a union, be in a union. They're going to take care of you. They're going to get you where you need to be.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
Welcome back to the Castle as Cabell Midland and Riverside boys basketball teams getting ready to take center stage here at Cabell Midland High School in Ona. It's the Cabell Midland Christmas Classic for 2025, the first year they've done it. And these two teams each won a game to get here tonight. The consolation game, a good one between Wayne and East Fairmont. Just before this one, East Fairmont pulls away with the win and came down to the last second. It was a 3-point win for the visitors on the scoreboard from East Fairmont. Wayne falls for a second time in this tournament. Wayne came up short against these Riverside Warriors last night by a score of 75-65. It was the second straight win to open the 2025-26 campaign for the Warriors after a 30-point win against Hurricane. 3 of their first 4 games are on the schedule are at home. This is the first road contest for the Warriors, and it is a true road contest, even though we're in a tournament format, as they pay the visit to Ona. Nice, about an hour-long trip from Bell, and they are set to face a hungry Cabell Midland squad. Opening the year with a tough loss to G-Dub, 72-45 right here on the home floor, and a little bit of a late start to the year for the Knights as they had a game canceled. They were supposed to open the season actually a week ago tonight against Buchanan Upshur, but some snow in the Highlands region of the state prevented Buchanan Upshur from making the trip down. So Cabell Midland opened their 2025-26 campaign against GW, 72-45 the final there, but a nice bounce back win for the Knights yesterday. East Fairmont, the loser in that, as Cabell Midland puts up 75 points and wins by 21. Each of these two squads that you'll see tonight, the Warriors and the Knights, are plus 70 points in each of their first two contests. So it will be imperative to get on the scoreboard. Expect to see lots of shots up between these two squads tonight. It's the first meeting since last year for these two teams, and it happened right here on the home floor. 64-54. Cabell Midland pulls away with the win on December 17th. It was the second game of the year for both clubs last year. And so, again, we have an early season meeting between Cabell Midland and Riverside here in Ona. Should be a good one. The Knights last night were led by the three-headed scoring attack of Samuel Phillips, Aiden Spence, and Marshall Summers. Phillips had 18 points and 3 assists. Aiden Spence all over the stat sheet. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. And then Marshall Summers, 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Across the way, it was Isaiah Coles, the big it factor for the Warriors. Had 20 points in the first half to pace them to what would ultimately turn into a double-digit win against the Wayne Pioneers. It should be a good one tonight. Both of these teams led by head coaches with experience, but head coaches that are building their programs. Corey Woomer on the side of the Knights, and he has entered his third year with a lot of confidence. They have made strides each of the past couple of seasons, finished one game above 500 last year at 12-11, and have certainly taken their lumps in the early goings of his tenure, but they have found a way to keep pushing forward. They're taking the floor right now. You'll see them come in from the left side of your screen in those home red jerseys, and what more appropriate color for tonight, as the Knights are dressed in red. The cheerleaders, you'll see them, I'm sure, on the screen at some point. They've got their best holiday sweaters on, and they are ready for this matchup against the Warriors. We talked a little bit about the Warriors off to a 2-0 start, led by Jacob Belanti. And again, kind of the similar situation. A younger head coach taking over a program in need of just a little bit of TLC, and Belanti has done just that. 6-17 last year, but don't let that fool you. The Warriors are primed and have potential for this season. So we'll see how this one shakes out tonight. It ought to be a good one between Riverside and Cabell Midland. Right now, both teams have taken the floor. We're happy to have you along with us. Luke Creasy will be taking you through this one tonight as both these teams look to end this weekend with a dub. It's the 2025 Cabell Midland Christmas Classic, and it's coming up next right here on the Kinder Digital High School Sports Network.
At Food Fair, you can count on our local delis to have fresh and delicious options always available, like our best-in-town fried chicken. Stop by one of our convenient locations to get this weekly deli special while you're at it. Food Fair, conveniently fresh.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has 2 powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate
Food Fair. At Food Fair, you can count on our local delis to have fresh and delicious options always available, like our best-in-town fried chicken. Stop by one of our convenient locations to get this weekly deli special while you're at it. Food Fair, conveniently fresh.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has two powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Trey, you've got to get it together.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College, it's a step toward your future.
Trey, welcome to Mount West.
We provide the hands-on support you need with classes that fit your life.
Nice job, Trey.
At Mount West, we know you by name.
Trey Matthews.
Because here, you're more than just a number. Mount West Community and Technical College, because you matter here.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For tendies you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Well, the anthem has been so beautifully sung by a Cabell Midland freshman basketball player, and the starting lineups will be introduced shortly, and we'll get those to you as they come. First, the Warriors. Rocco Terry will be, see him taking the floor right now. Briar Mullins. Bryson Slack taking the floor. Isaiah Coles, we mentioned him in the pregame, had a big night last night. And then Josh Brock lines out that starting lineup. So Isaiah Coles, Josh Brock, Briar Mullins, Bryson Slack, and Rocco Terry for the Warriors. Looking to move to 3-0 on the young season, led by Jacob Belanti. The lights will go down here, and we will hopefully get a spotlight on one of these players. Nope, we're just going to look at the video board. That's all right. Pretty cool little intro here. Cabell Midland 1-1, and hosting this Christmas tournament. Mentioned open with a tough loss against G-Dub and then bounced back with a win over East Fairmont last night. Under third-year coach Corey Woomer. Saw him and his son flash up on the scoreboard. If you attended these Cabell Midland games, he's a fun watch there on the sidelines. All righty. Somebody hit those lights. It's time to introduce the Knights. Looks like we're going to start off. Aiden Spence. If you watched the national anthem, it was kind of a giveaway. All the starters had their shirts off, or had their warm-up shirts off, I guess I should say. Marshall Summers Being introduced now, we'll get a high five from his head coach, Aiden Ray, a vested veteran on this club. He's been around for a couple of years now. And then senior Samuel Phillips, sure to be a force tonight. And rounding out the starting lineup tonight is Evan Hughes. So for the Knights, looking for a win number 2 in a row, Samuel Phillips, Aiden Ray, Marshall Summers, Evan Hughes, Aiden Spence. For the Warriors, it'll be Isaiah Coles, Josh Brock, Briar Mullins, Bryson Slack, and Rocco Terry. Line them up. It's time for tip-off. 8 minutes on the clock. Glad you're with us here on the Kindred Digital High School Sports Network. Luke Creasy on the call, taking you through this one as Hughes wins the tip and sends it back to Sam Phillips. Phillips over to the left side. Midland bouncing it around the perimeter. Nice drive in from Spence, but it's taken away. Up the floor now, Bryce Mullins. Mullins now back out to Cole at the top of the key. Works it around. Riverside now inside to Mullins. Gets it up, and the first points of the contest go to the Warriors. Spence driving alongside, dishes it inside underneath the basket for Marshall Summers. That ties the game up. 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. Cole taking it up the floor, gives it off to Josh Brock. Brock, no, rebound. Wrangled in by Rocco Terry, and he gets the putback. Cabell Midland does its best to keep it inside. 3-point shot up from Aiden Spence, and he's got it. Give him a 5-4 lead. Knights get the defensive stop. Working it up the floor now is Samuel Phillips. He dishes it off to Marshall Summers. Summers going to drive to his right, down into the corner, launches up a 3 and hits it. Summers has 5 quick points. And underneath the basket goes back to Rocco Terry. Give him another one. Back and forth here in the early goings, 8-6. Knights on top. Nice pass inside to Aiden Ray, and he gets the bucket. A crash course in moving the rock. This fires from 3, down into the corner again. Does he will dribble it along the baseline this side. This one's going to go to the Warriors. Knights will reset on the defensive side. 10-6 here early. Marshall Summers has 5 of those for the Knights, but it's the Warriors now with the ball. Isaiah Coles off to Josh Brock, then to Bryson Slack, and it's tipped away by Spence. Spence has a one-on-one, and he can't hit the layup. Rebound hauled in by Briar Mullins. Mullins now driving against Phillips. Jump shot, no good. Rebound pulled in by Evan Hughes. Foul goes against Rocco Terry. That'll be his first and the team's first as Phillips now works the ball up the floor. One-on-one there against Cole. Over to Spence. Spence tries to get it inside to Hughes. Hughes will go up for the shot, and it rolls around the rim and drops in. 4 different nights on the scoring column here in the early goings. They're doubling up the Warriors right now. Coles dishes off. Now working the ball inside, back to Coles on the wing. Belanti, the head coach for the Warriors, calls for a 30-second timeout. And it's been a race so far, but it's the Knights doubling up the Warriors 12-6. And it's been contributions from all across the roster right now for Cabell Midland. Aiden Ray with a bucket. Evan Hughes, Aiden Spence with a bucket each. Spence came from downtown, and then Marshall Summers knocks down a triple and then gets a finger roll as well. And that's the 12 points so far for Cabell Midland. Done a great job of moving the ball up and down the floor. And then when they get on the offensive side, that ball's not staying in place very long. 3 buckets for the Warriors so far. Rocco Terry has got 4 of their 6. Out of the timeout, it'll be Brock to inbound. Gives it off to Cole, and Riverside will set up the offense. Cole to Mullins. Mullins back out now to Arik Booker, who checks in for the first time tonight. Booker inside to Terry. Terry goes up for the shot and the foul. Number 22 gets in 2 more and has a chance for 1 at the line. 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Toes the line, gets the ball, and takes a longing gaze at the basket, puts it up, and can't convert. And still pulls the Warriors back within 4. As Summers working the ball up the floor, dishes off left to Ray, now to Phillips. Phillips back to Summers. Summers will drive in, kicks it out to Ray for 3. No good, left it short. And Terry comes away with the rebound. Off to Brock. Brock, jumper, no good. Hit the very top of the backboard, hits the front of the rim, and bounces out. Summers thought about the 3, will set back up. Inside to Ray, dishes it off now to Hughes. And it's going to be a foul called against Terry. So that'll be his second. And the second team foul as well. Inbound goes to Hughes, to Spence, back to Summers. Drives in. Can't get the shot to go, but is fouled. He'll go to the line. Foul goes against Briar Mullins. Team third, his first. And we'll line it up for 2 shots for Marshall Summers. Already has 5 points tonight, make it 6. Shot 2 of 2, pure. So he gets 2 from the free throw line, has 7 tonight. And back to a 6-point lead for Cabell Midland, the home team tonight here in Ona. Warriors working the ball around the perimeter. You can see Jeremiah Ahmad Russell for the first time tonight. He dishes off to Eli Burt, goes up for the shot, no good. It's contested. And Evan Hughes going to get tabbed with the foul. That's team foul number 2, just his first personal, though. And that sends Eli Burke to the line. First one too strong. And second one, no good as well. So an empty trip to the free throw line there. Summers on the other end, drives to the basket, too strong. Mullins comes down with the rebound. The Warriors work quickly up the floor. Now set up the offense. Work the ball around the perimeter. Arik Booker too strong from the top of the key. Midland comes down with the rebound. Looking to add to a 6-point lead. Summers has it. Step back. Rimmed out. And Mullins tried to save the ball there, and I believe he successfully threw it off a Cabell Midland player and kicked it out of bounds. So Warriors will get the ball. Still a 2-possession game here early as we tick under 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Eli Thompson checks in for the first time tonight for the Knights. Booker looking for Jeremiah Ahmad Russell in the corner right in front of our broadcast location. Can't find him. Ball goes out of bounds. And Marshall Summers will inbound to Brody Harris. If you can't remember anybody's name on the Knights, just say Brody. You're bound to have a decent chance. Brody Stewart, Brody Harris, and Brody Mabry all rostered for Cabell Midland. There's also 2 different and 14-8 your score. Riverside in the hands of Mullins, knocked away by Spence. Working it up the floor to Brody Harris. Harris, it's the finger roll to go. A little bit off balance, but no problem. 16-8, back to doubling up the Warriors. It's been a strong first quarter for Cabell Midland. Things will slow down here a little bit for Riverside. And Cole got tied up, got his feet tangled up with himself, and he'll get called for the travel. 16-8 score. Under a minute to play in quarter number 1. Dylan Hargraves double teamed, and Woomer's going to call a timeout. Be a 30 seconds, so we'll just keep it here. 16-8 your score, and Riverside really struggling to get any kind of offensive momentum going. They've put up 70 points in each of their first 2, at least 70 points, I should say, in each of their first 2 contests, but held to just 8 here in quarter number 1. Cabell Midland, on the other hand, getting it from all across the board. Brody Harris, Aiden Ray, Evan Hughes, Aiden Spence, each with a bucket. Marshall Summers has 7 points. And we are 36 ticks away from the end of the opening quarter. Reed to inbound, finds Thompson. Now back to Reed, across court to Harris, who will hold on to it for just a minute. Thompson trying to work his position inside. Back to Reed on the wing, back to the top of the key, and making no real attempt at the basket right now. Just kind of moving the ball around the world. Reed now with the drive inside. Wide open shot for Hargraves. Too strong. And Riverside just misses out on the rebound. Instead, it's Harris driving in on the inside. Josh Brock had that one in his hands. Midland gets a second chance and takes a 10-point lead into quarter number 2. We'll step aside for a quick break when we come back. It's the second quarter of action here between Riverside and Cabell Midland. The Knights on top early on the Kindred Digital High School Sports Network.
Yes, if you want to do the racer in 30 seconds, you can. I just don't have any 30 seconders.
Oh, you're fine. No. Yeah, no.
If you want to go to break,
No, all good. Hey, basketball games ain't 3 hours, so I I'm good. I just didn't know what we had. No, you're fine. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18, 2, 4, 6, 8. Wow, I actually got the scoring right there. Well, a little bit of everything for the Knights there in the opening frame. They take a 10-point lead into quarter number 2. Marshall Summers leads all scorers with 7. Rocco Terry has 6 of Riverside's 8 points through 8 minutes. Not a great scoring average if you're the Warriors. They'll try to get something going here as we open the second quarter. Cole off to Ahmad Russell. Back to Cole, top of the key. He's working against a double team. Now dishes it back out, and Riverside will reset. Davin Brockman from the corner. No, too strong. Missed everything. Summers comes away with the rebound. Midland with its largest lead of the night after that last bucket from Brody Harris. And this is a dish inside to Evan Hughes, and he opens the second quarter with a point-blank range bucket, and that extends it to 20-8. They'll step aside for a full timeout, and we'll do the same here early in the second quarter. Midland all on top of Riverside.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Welcome back to the Castle. Luke Creasy here with you this evening. Happy to have you along wherever you might be listening from. Decent turnout here at Cabell Midland. A nice group of students here to kick off their holiday break. The 2025 Cabell Midland Christmas Classic. This the championship game. Both teams won to get here, and this long ball from Arik Booker. No good, but Riverside cashes in on the rebound. Cabell Midland from the corner, which I cannot see from this location. You can see it on the camera, though. It's going to be Hughes driving in, dishes off to Harris, and he's got it. A little tit for tat there. Open up the second quarter. Midland leads by 12, matching its largest of the night after that bucket. Cole from long range, no good, but he's fouled. Samuel Phillips fouls him from beyond the arc, and that'll send Cole to the line for 3 since it's in the act of shooting. Warriors 0 of 2 from the line tonight, and Isaiah Cole, who had 20 points in the first half of last night's contest, gets the first one to go. He'll have 2 more opportunities. Misses that one. You know, I never played high school basketball, but I have done those little machines at the arcade where you're trying to shoot, and I can never hit those consistently, so Isaiah Cole struggling to do the same here. Misses 2 of 3. He got the first, though. Knocks the lead down to 11. Hughes now with it. Samuel Phillips Now over to Summers. Looking for Ray, but Phillips ends up with it off the pass from Summers, and getting some instruction from the coach as we play a little bit of ring around the rosy. Hughes thought about the shot, dishes off to Summers last minute, and that decision paid off in the form of 2 points. Brock now over to Booker. Cole, long range, got it. The first shot from downtown for the Warriors tonight brings it within 10. Cole has the last 4 for the visitors. This pass inside to Brody Harris. The assist is going to go to Marshall Summers. Good job moving the ball around. Again, they did it well last night in a win over East Fairmont. Right back at it. Cole from long range. Don't let him heat up. A little bit too strong on that one. Now out to Brock, who comes away with the rebound. Now dishes off to Cole. Going to try and drive into a crowded lane. Shot no good, but he's fouled. The Knights mascot can't believe it, but he was, in fact, fouled. 26-14 your score. Cole, 2 of 3. His last trip to the line. Isaiah Cole's up and good on the first. He's got 5 points on the night. Second one up and pure as well. Back within 10. Summers to Spence. Foul called against Cameron Olish. First we've called his name tonight. Inbound goes to Thompson. Now Summers will handle. To Thompson. Back to Brody Harris. Phillips thought about the 3. Ball ends up back in traffic. Cabell Midland keep it. Still waiting for an official signal. Looks like it will stay with Cabell Midland here. Spence, Harris, Thompson, Phillips, and Summers on the floor for the Knights. A long inbounds pass, a little bit errant, and Brock capitalizes. Josh Brock gets the takeaway and cuts the lead to 8. The kind of mistakes you can't make if you're the Knights playing with a lead, but with under 4 minutes to play, it's back within 8. Closest the Warriors have been this quarter. Foul there called against Coles. It'll be his first and the team's 3rd. Mullins up the floor, and it's tipped away by Summers, and they're going to count the basket. Summers was there on the defense, but he tapped the ball just a little bit too late. Briar Mullins gets credit for the bucket. We'll go ahead and step aside for a break. 3:31 left. Midland's lead cut down to 6 here in the late stages of the first half. Back with more on the Kindred Digital High School Sports Network.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies, tendies, tendies. And they're so good, maybe we should change our For tendies you're going to know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Kendra Digital and the Marshall Health Orthopedics High School Sports Network proudly present live high school football. Presented by the Marshall Sports Medicine Institute and sponsored by the City of Huntington Highway Safety Program and Jason Elkins State Farm.
Back here in Ona, Marshall Summers set to inbound the ball. Midland's lead, led by as many as 12 tonight. That cut down to 6 with under 3.5 to play. Riverside taking advantage of some miscues. Now Thompson tries to drive in, blocked by Brock. Midland keeps the possession, though. Phillips thought about a 3. Instead, he'll drive in. No good. And can't get anything going. And Rocco Terry now driving up the floor, spins and weaves in and out of a couple Cabell Midland defenders. Gets the shot up. A lot of contact, but no call. Summers quickly the other way. Rolls it off the front of the iron. No good. Brock comes down with the rebound. Coles working it up the floor. Down by 6, looking to cut a little bit more into it. Rocco Terry dishes off to Brock. Now to Mullins. Back to Coles. Long range for Brock. No good, too strong. Terry can't come away with the rebound. Instead, it's pulled in by Aiden Spence. Catch your breath for a second here, but don't stop for too long as Cabell Midland's going to turn the ball over again. Jeremiah Ahmad Russell checks in for Cameron Olish. On the floor, it's Coles, Terry, Brock, Ahmad Russell, and Mullins. Coles with it now. To Mullins. To Ahmad Russell. Back to Coles. Their point guard. Warriors 2-0 coming into this one. This from long range for Coles. No good. Brock was in position for the rebound, but jumped a bit too early. Now the Knights go with it the other way. Spence driving in. No shot. It's knocked out of bounds by Ahmad Russell. Cameron Olish back in after a quick break. So just grab some water. Samuel Phillips, long range, got it. His first point of the quarter pushes the lead back to 9, 29-20. 90 seconds to go here in half number 1. Brock loses control of it. Midland takes it away, working it up the floor. And it's blocked by Brock, his second in this quarter alone. Aiden Ray tried to get it back for a second chance, can't do so. And Rocco Terry now quickly up the floor to Mullins. One-on-one against Hargrave. Can't get the shot to go. Midland comes away with the rebound. It's Ray. Phillips quickly the other way. Midland leads by 9. Shot from Hargraves downtown. Got it. 6 unanswered for the Knights. The lead back to a dozen under a minute to play in half number 1. Riverside had the lead down to 26-20 about 3 minutes ago, but it's been all Knights since. Despite a couple good defensive plays from the Warriors. Brock trying to find Coles, and it's taken away by Phillips. Hargrave. No, off now to Spence. He gets his first point of the quarter, second bucket of the game, and now the largest lead for the Knights, 14. The scoring run is 8 unanswered, and Midland will get a chance to add to that after the turnover. Mullins bounced it off the foot of Hargraves. Now quickly the other way, Samuel Phillips at the buzzer, no good. A 10-point lead after one, extended to 14 at the half, 34-20. We'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, we'll break down the first half, and it was a good one for the Knights here on the Kindred Digital High School Sports Network.
K&B Pest Control, Barbersville Convention and Visitors Bureau, Partners Insurance, Putnam County Bank, Wendy's, and the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group are proud supporters of Cabell Midland Athletics.
Become a member of Liuna and train to become a union construction worker.
I was greener than green coming into this. The trainers were amazing, and I told them, I don't know what I'm doing. And they were just super great about taking it slow and making sure I understood everything and got the book work before we did the hands-on so I could do the hands-on safely. It's going great. I got to get paid to do something that I enjoyed doing. I got to work with my hands and learn all kinds of new things. If you can be in a union, be in a union. They're going to take care of you. They're going to get you where you need to be.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends, and we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has two powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Friday night lights are shining bright on Cabell Midland football, and Partners Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on your team. Just like the Knights fight hard on the field, Partners Insurance works hard for you, protecting what matters most with trusted insurance and financial solutions. So whether it's home, auto, life, or planning for the future, count on a winning game plan with Partners Insurance and Financial Services. Proud supporters of Cabell Midland football. Call or visit them online today.
Welcome back inside the castle. It's halftime here between the Knights and the Warriors, and it's been all Cabell Midland. The home squad up by 14, and after 2 quarters of play, give you a breakdown of the scoring here in just a second, as a more productive second period there for the Warriors, but had the lead cut to 6. And Cabell Midland ends the half on an 8-0 run. And that brings us to our halftime score. This is the unofficial scoring thus far. We'll start with the Knights led by 9 from Marshall Summers. Held to just a field goal in that second quarter, but he has 9. Brody Harris has 8. Look up and down the stat sheet. It's come from all over the place for Cabell Midland tonight. Aiden Spence with 5. Evan Hughes 4. Samuel Phillips has 1 shot from downtown. And Aiden Ray snagged a bucket there in the opening quarter of play. That sets the Knights at 34 after a pretty even first and second quarters for the Warriors. It was 6 points in the second quarter from Isaiah Coles to match the effort from Rocco Terry. They've combined for 12 of the 20, the other 8 coming from Josh Brock and Briar Mullins, who split that 8 right down the middle. 4-piece for them, and 12 points in the second quarter brings their total to 20. And the first half that saw just a little bit of everything for the Knights. They struggled at points. They jumped out to a quick lead, led by double digits after the first quarter, extended that lead to 12, and then a little bit of a lapse. The same thing kind of happened last night before Cabell Midland really buckled down and pushed the lead back to a hefty margin, and you saw a little bit of that lapse late in that second quarter. But a strong finish to half number one. And I know Corey Woomer, the Knights head coach, is happy with that one, as his team is 16 minutes away from their second win in a row and a nice little holiday sweep in this 2025 Cabell Midland Christmas Classic. It should be an entertaining second half. Riverside, I'm sure, won't go quietly. They've averaged over 70 points per contest. Now, small sample size, it's been just 2 games, but 75 and 72, the offensive output for Riverside under head coach Jacob Belanti. And the Knights getting ready to take the floor here again, and we'll step aside for another break. When we come back, it's the second half of Cabell Midland and Riverside for the 2025 Cabell Midland Christmas Classic Championship here on the Kindred Digital High School Sports Network.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Mr. Cooper, we have an emergency at a middle school.
Thank you. Board office, will you activate the crisis team? This is not a drill.
In Cabell County Schools, we are ready, alert, and aware.
Planning for a funeral is never easy, and selecting the right mortuary can be important. Family owned and operated for over 6 decades, our family has helped other families going through the most difficult time. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory can help you plan arrangements today or offer a pre-need funeral plan in line with your intimate wishes. And now, we provide Huntington's only on-site crematory. Call us for a free consultation. Chapman's Mortuary and Crematory, serving the tri-state for over 60 years.
Friday night lights are shining bright on Cabell Midland football, and Partners Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on your team. Just like the Knights fight hard on the field, Partners Insurance works hard for you, protecting what matters most with trusted insurance and financial solutions. So whether it's home, auto, life, or planning for the future, count on a winning game plan with Partners Insurance and Financial Services. Proud supporters of Cabell Midland football. Call or visit them online today.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Going out? Hungry? Have kids? Looking for a fun, casual joint? Then Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington is the place to be. Bring the kids 12 and under on Tuesdays, and they eat for just 99 cents all day long. That's right, an entree, 2 sides, and a drink for less than $1. Plus, Tuesday at Roosters means a featured appetizer all day for just $2. Roosters will lighten your mood and not your wallet. And you can always enjoy your favorite sports on Roosters 40 TVs. Roosters at Pullman Square in Huntington, a fun, casual joint.
Halfway through this Cabell Midland Christmas Classic title game, and the Knights running away with it so far. Second half just underway as the ball is inbounded to Isaiah Coles. Riverside looking for a little bit more consistency this half, down by 14. This one from Mullins, top of the key, too strong. And Brock muscles away the rebound. He was in there with Bryson Slack as well. Slack now will take the three, leaves it short. Brock again, the rebound. The point-blank range, no good. Aiden Ray comes away with it. Across to Summers, now across the court to Spence for three, and it's good. His second triple of the contest, and that lead grows for the Knights. Got to be frustrating for the Warriors. Had a couple good chances on that first possession of the second half, and come up empty. Now down by 17. Coles drives in, no call. Through a lot of contact. Hughes forward to Spence. Takes it away from Brock and lays it in. He's got 5 quick to open the second half. 19 points to lead for Midland. Brock, a short pass. Coles handles it, hits the mid-range and knocks it through. Oh, excuse me, that was 3. And a turnover here as Spence takes an extra step. So that cuts the lead back to 16. Coles now works it up the floor across the midcourt logo. Goes left to Brock. Brock into Rocco Terry, out to Isaiah Coles again, back to Brock, working it around. Spreading the rock, it's Coles off to Terry, inside. Now to Slack. The ball is kicked away. They called a kick ball. I wasn't sure if it just hit off the leg of a Midland defender or if it was kicked, and the officials say it was, so that's the call we'll go with. Slack will inbound. Long inbounds pass to Cole, handles it, working against Spence. Brock now on the left wing. To Slack, out to Mullins. And they're going to call Aiden Spence. Be his second foul, second team foul as well. So a long extended opportunity here for the Warriors, down by 16. Long ball for Terry, no. Rebound hauled in by Phillips. Summers now working it up the floor. Marshall Summers, floater, no. Rebound pulled away by Slack. Warriors quickly up the floor. Pass inside to Terry, a little bit behind him. And that's going to roll out of bounds and be another turnover. 5:26 on the clock. 39-23 your score. Knights looking for win number 2 in a row. And after that season opening loss to the Patriots, Really buckled it into gear. Spence now inside to Hughes. Hughes back out to Spence for the three. No good. Now inside to Hughes, and that's going to go to the mascot, who is the sixth man tonight, but only 5 on the floor. Turnover for Cabell Midland. Gives the Warriors another chance. Slack. Caught Spence in the air. We'll get a chance here. Will he pull up? No, he'll drive in. He stops his dribble, picks it up, and now inside to Olish. Short range, no good. Hughes comes away with it. He's going to Euro step and hits it. Smooth move from Evan Hughes, and that's 41-23 the score now. The lead back up to 18. About halfway through this third quarter. Coles working it across the top of the key. Now inside to Terry. Makes a move. Nice no-look pass to Olick, but it can't hit from underneath the basket. Marshall Summers comes away with the board. 4 minutes gone and to go in the third quarter. Summers now underneath the basket to Spence. He was double-teamed there, and Slack comes away with it quickly up the floor. Oh, it's another short range. This time he converts. Olish gets his first points of the night. And Spence, last-ditch effort pass to Summers, who contorts his body. Spence comes back in, gets the rebound. Put back, no good, and Slack wrestles the ball away. A lot of contact underneath the hoop. Ball will stay with the Knights, though. As Phillips takes the long inbounds pass to the top of the key. Now long three-point opportunity, no good. Aiden Ray comes away with the board. Drives in on Slack, and he's going to draw the foul. Aiden Ray connects on the first. His first trip to the free throw line tonight, and he goes 2 for 2. 43-25 the score, 3:05 to go on a rolling clock. Shot no good from Riverside, but they'll get a second chance after the offensive board. Terry now back out to Booker, and he's got it for 3. Booker's first bucket brings the lead down to 15. Hughes now to Phillips. Midland will work the ball around. Spence has been a big part of the success tonight. He's got 5 in this quarter. And Phillips tacks on a couple from underneath. 45-28. Mullins, mid-range, takes a trip around the world and got it. 4 different Warriors in the scoring column this half. Isaiah Coles, Briar Mullins, Ark Booker, and Cameron Olish each with a bucket apiece. Booker and Coles each hit from downtown, and that's the 10 points in this quarter for the Warriors. Cabell Midland has 9 in this frame, 5 from Aiden Spence, 2 from Phillips, and 2 from Ray. 1:56 to play here in quarter number 3. Hughes to inbound, face guarded by Terry. Arik Booker called for the foul. That's his first. And the team's third. Brody Harris working the ball up the floor. Now dishes it off to Summers. Under 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Cabell Midland up by 15. That's Phillips. Now he likes that spot. Long range, no good. Summers comes away with the offensive board. Put back, no good, but I think he was fouled again. That foul goes against Jeremiah Ahmad Russell. His first and the team's fourth. That sends Summers to the line. He knocks down the first. Cabell Midland has not missed a free throw tonight. A perfect 5 of 5 as Summers has one more opportunity. And no broadcaster jinx that time. Marshall Summers knocks them both down. Lead back out to 17, which has been about the median here for this third quarter. Been back and forth, but Riverside has yet to come together with the defensive stops they need to crawl back into this one. Ahmad Russell off to the right wing for Mullins. Leaves the shot short. Midland works quickly up the floor. It's Dylan Hargraves. Now to Eli Thompson to a driving Summers. Going to get called for the offensive foul. A lot of contact underneath the basket. The Warriors will take control. Under a minute to play, Mullins to Ahmad Russell. Now to back to Mullins. Jumper no good, left it short. Terry fights for the rebound. But it goes to Cabell Midland. $17 points is the lead. Brody Harris, no. But Hargraves comes away with the rebound. Brody Harris now has it at the top of the key, and Eli Thompson's going to get called for an offensive foul. That's his first, team foul number 3. And Ahmad Russell will take it up the floor. Should be the last possession of the third quarter here. Ahmad Russell now dishes off to Arik Booker. Long range, no. Olick comes away with the rebound. Can't get the shot up before the buzzer. Are we going to have a foul at the buzzer? Yes. Foul called against Levi Reed, and that will be with no time on the clock here in the third quarter. So a couple freebies to close this one out. Cameron Olish, 2 points tonight, make it 3, his first trip to the line. And he gets both. That's the end of the third quarter. 47-32 the score. Warriors have inched further and further from the lead with each passing frame. We'll see if they can cut into it when we start the fourth here on the Kindred Digital High School Sports Network.
No matter where you are in life, Mount West Community and Technical College isn't just about an education. It's a step toward your future. We provide the hands-on support you need.
Jessica, welcome to Mount West.
With classes that fit your life.
Jessica?
At Mount West, we know you by name. Because here, you're more than just a number.
Jessica Bailey.
Mount West Community and Technical College. Because you matter here.
15-point lead for Cabell Midland entering the final quarter. It'll be Harris, Phillips, Summers, Thompson, and Hargraves on the floor for Cabell Midland. For the Warriors, it's Coles. He's got the ball now, working it up the floor. And that out to Brock. Coles from long range. No good. Left it short. Thompson comes away with the rebound. Now taken away by Brock. Three-point attempt from Slack. No good. Brock comes away with the rebound again. He's been all over the place for the Warriors tonight, and he's fouled on that attempt, and he'll go to the free throw line. The Warriors got 2 freebies to end the third quarter. They were down by 17, have trailed by as many as 18 in this contest, and now 2 shots from Josh Brock will try and inch them ever closer. Brock toes the line, shot up, left it short. They've struggled from the free throw line tonight, have the Warriors hit on just half of them, and Josh Brock is pure on that attempt right there. .47-33, 7.5 to play. The inbound, we'll get a whistle before it. Foul called against Coles. That's his second personal foul. Midland working with a double-digit lead, have led by that margin for the entire second half. It's never shrunk to single digits. The closest Riverside has been is 6. That was with 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Now Slack quickly up the floor, high off the glass, and it rolls in. Back to a dozen. Slack's had the ball a lot, but this is his first points of the night. Hargrave short on the long ball, and Davin Brockman comes away with the rebound. Quick shot up from Mullins, no good, rims out. Slack comes away with the rebound, now out to Coles. He'll try a long ball, no good, too strong, off the glass, missed all the rim. Thompson comes away with the board off to Phillips. And it'll be a foul against Slack. That's his second, team foul number 2. Not in the act, so this will be an inbound play here. Phillips to Aiden Spence. Working against the double team. Summers has a path to the basket, fakes, dishes off to Hughes, up and in. Evan Hughes pushes it back to 14. Riverside being held way under their scoring average. Try 40 points under the average right now. That'll be another turnover there, so it'll come the Knights' way. 49-35, 6:08 to play. Time running out for the Warriors if they want to get back in this one. It's Evan Hughes, the big man, working it up the floor. Off to Marshall Summers. Little hero step in the lane, and he's got it. He's the leading scorer for the Knights tonight, make it 13 for him. Spence almost gets the takeaway. Instead, Cullen's up back with it, and there'll be a foul called here. Lots of contact there. A couple bodies hit the floor. Lead back out to 16. Slack into Terry, and a triangle of defenders right there, and it's taken away from him. Summers up the floor. Terry pokes it away, and it goes off the leg of Summers, and it'll go the Warriors' way now. Points at a premium for the visiting Riverside Warriors. Fell by 10 here early in the season last year, trying to avoid a second consecutive double-digit loss to the Knights, and that possession's not going to help. Up to Summers. Summers against Coles, gets the roll off the glass and in. 17 for Summers. Brock left it short. Mullins will try. He gets it. 2-point basket for Briar Mullins. Phillips quickly the other way. And Rocco Terry is going to get called for the foul, and he took a shot there. That's his fourth personal team foul, number 3, and it puts Samuel Phillips at the free throw line. His first trip there tonight. And it rims out. First miss from the charity stripe for Cabell Midland tonight, and he misses a pair of them, but Hughes comes away with the rebound and gets the putback. Crashing the offensive glass has been vitally important for the Knights tonight, and it pushes the lead back to 18. Matches a game high. Riverside's Mullins pulls it up. He's too far right. Slack comes away with the rebound. He's no good. And a little bit of a flop there from Summers, but the contact was enough already, I think, to go in the way of the Knights. First foul called on Josh Brock tonight. 55-37 your score. 4:23 left. This would be a good win early in the season for Cabell Midland if they can keep it rolling. Summers now with the ball, working it up the floor. Takes a look. And we'll now dish it off to Phillips. Coles grabs it away from Phillips. Nice defensive play. Can he get a little bit of contact? Are they going to call that foul on the floor? I believe they are. .404 left. Riverside calls for a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 55-37 your score on the Kindred Digital Sports Radio Network.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
The lead is a game high, 18, tied for a game high, 18 points for the home standing Cabell Midland Knights. It's been a clinic for them tonight. 4:04 left to play. Riverside trying to avoid its first loss of the season. One of their first two pretty handily. Double-digit wins over Hurricane. They beat them by 30. Beat Wayne by 10 last night, but have run into a buzzsaw here with the Knights, who took a win over East Fairmont last night by 21. and have been all over Riverside tonight. Coles now working at the top of the key, swings it over to Mullins on the wing. Now back to Booker. Booker double team, dishes it off to Brock. Spence got a hand on it, ends up back in the hands of Booker for three. No good, too strong off the back iron. Phillips comes away with the board. Samuel Phillips. Now he gives it back to Summers. A lot of contact through Brock. Cuts through the lane, mid-range floater, and he gets it to go. Summers has 6 this quarter. The lead is up to 20. Rocco Terry out to Booker now. Arik Booker back to Brock. Isaiah Coles, no good. Left it wide left from long range. Under 3 to play. This one all but over here in Ona. And another drive to the lane from Marshall Summers. And he won't get the call this time. That one goes against him. That's his third personal, team foul number 4. Coles now over to Mullins. Off the iron. Booker comes away with the rebound. Now inside to Terry. Back out to Booker. Three-pointer. Got it. He's got 2 buckets tonight, and they're each from long range. 57-40. 2:11 to play. And I believe call's going to go against Cabell Midland. I believe he palmed it. Rocco Terry inbounds. Under 2 to play. Coles over to Mullins. Mullins tried the cross-court pass to Booker, and it's popped out away by Summers, who then has it taken by Coles. Riverside the other way. Three-pointer from Coles. No. Rocco Terry can't get the putback. Gives it off to Arik Booker. Foul goes against Evan Hughes, his third personal and the team's 5th. And Rocco Terry at the free throw line. No good on the first. It missed his only attempt from the free throw line tonight. That was on the back end of an and one after a 6-point first quarter. He gets the second one up and good, and that's his first points since that bucket, actually. Gets to the last free throw. Rocco Terry had 6 of the 8 points for Riverside in quarter number 1, and that his lone bucket since. Long inbounds pass to Spence, lays it in, no problem. Under a minute and a half, lead up, back up to 18. Booker, long range, nope. Rebound, Terry. Can't corral it, and it'll go off his leg. Sam Phillips and Brody Harris will get a little round of applause as they go to the bench. Summers has had himself a game tonight. 17 points. Now Spence from long range, no good, and Hargraves knocks away the board. Midland corrals the rebound, and it's a scrum underneath the hoop. Warriors come away with it. Up the floor now to Mullins, gets the finger roll. 4 points this quarter. Too little, too late for the Warriors. (59-43). Cabell Midland going to move to 2-1 on the year. Riverside will fall to 2-1. This is their first loss. Summers, just for style points, won't get it. Terry instead knocks it away. Up the floor to Brock. Brock lays it in. This final score is going to look just a little bit better than it might have about a minute ago. Midland led by as many as 20 in this one. They walk away with a 14-point victory, 59-45. Cabell Midland runs the table in its Holiday Invitational Tournament with wins over East Fairmont, and then they get this decisive win over the Warriors. Both teams now 2-1. We'll break it all down when we come back on the postgame show on the Kinder Digital High School Sports Network.
K&B Pest Control, Barbersville Convention and Visitors Bureau, Partners Insurance, Putnam County Bank, Wendy's, and the Schmidt Family Restaurant Group are proud supporters of Cabell Midland Athletics.
Cabell County Schools has a zero-tolerance policy for bullying, harassment, and intimidation. We're excited to provide the Stop It mobile app for our students. Stop It has two powerful features. Students may report incidents or talk directly to school officials. Cabell County students have the power to end harmful and inappropriate online or physical bullying. You can download the app from Apple or Google Play. Together, we can create a safer, kinder school community.
Enjoy all the big games with a delicious and fresh party tray from your local food fair. Score big with a meat and cheese or veggie tray. Get a first down with a chicken salad croissant tray. Or bring home the win with a variety of wing trays. Food fair, conveniently fresh.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Friday night lights are shining bright on Cabell Midland football, and Partners Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on your team. Just like the Knights fight hard on the field, Partners Insurance works hard for you, protecting what matters most with trusted insurance and financial solutions. So whether it's home, auto, life, or planning for the future, count on a winning game plan with Partners Insurance and Financial Services. Proud supporters of Cabell Midland football. Call or visit them online today.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends, and we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Well, the Warriors came in averaging over 70 points a game in the first two contests. Double-digit wins in each of those, and that is not the case tonight. 59-45, the final score. Cabell Midland gets its second straight win, takes home the small but meaningful plaque in the 2025 Cabell Midland Christmas Classic, and if it's any indication of the noise coming out of that locker room right now, winning is fun for the Knights. 2-1 now on the season. Riverside 2-1 as well after their first shortcoming here in the early goings of the season, and really from the start, this one was all Knights. Led by 10 after one quarter. The Warriors had the lead cut to 6. It was 26-20 with about 3.5 to play in the first half, and Midland goes on an 8-0 scoring run. Doesn't look back, led by Marshall Summers with 17 points tonight. Aiden Spence, 12. And both of those players land on the all-tournament team that was just announced. Samuel Phillips joins them as well. He had 5. Brody Harris contributes 8. All of those came in the first half. And then Evan Hughes chips in 8 as well for the Knights, who come away with the win here. The lone double-digit scorer for the Warriors. Brian Mullins also landed on the all-tournament team. He finishes with 10 tonight, evenly spread out across the game. And Isaiah Coles had a big night last night, but held to 9 points. He also lands on the all-tournament team. 7 each from Josh Brock and Rocco Terry. 6 from Arik Booker. And that takes us to our final score of 59-45. Good win for the Knights early. They win their home invitational tournament. Bested the field of Cabell Midland, Wayne, East Fairmont, and Riverside. Riverside finishes as the runner-up. East Fairmont bested Wayne in the consolation game. And all around, a good weekend of hoops here in Ona at the Castle. Plenty more hoops to go this season, and we're happy to have you locked into it all right here on the Kinder Digital Sports Network. Thanks to the production team tonight, getting us the video feed and straightening out all the audio in what turned into a crowded gym tonight here in Cabell Midland. Good turnout of students who are on Christmas break. They started that Friday, and happy holidays and a Merry Christmas to everyone tuned in tonight. Thanks for listening. You guys enjoy your holiday break as well, or if you're like me, you're going straight back to work. But that's all right. Some of us got to do it. Somebody's got to do it, right? Cabell Midland comes away with a 14-point victory right here on their home floor. For Luke Creasy and the entire production team, you've been listening to High School Hoops on the